I think I'm on time. How about y'all? Everybody think I'm on time today? I think I hit it right on the thing. You know, when it went to 0, I said go live. So there we are. Hey everybody, what's up? Donny Baker here with the LPR Sound Foundation. I think I got my name right here. See if that works. Yeah, I think it's gonna throw the. I think that throws the podcast logo up, if I'm not mistaken. Watch. There it is. See, podcast. Let's get rid of that. And let's go live. The live logo. Joe says a hand pink waving. I should change the color of that blue. But Joe, you like that blue background? What do you think about that on the thing? Kind of everything else is black, you know? So maybe I could make that black. I could do that one day. One day that'll get done, I reckon. You know. How y'all doing? Everybody good? How's your mama and them? Y'all know how we do it here. So, I'll wait a little bit till other people get up in and we'll start talking about stuff. Not really anything to talk about today other than, you know, it's Sunday. It's regular Sunday. I don't know, man. Y'all like this on Sundays? You know, you could let me know. And Joe's up on Twitch. She say hello. You know, I'm gonna fix that right now while we're talking about this stuff. So I'm gonna move into preview mode, and y'all just gonna see me. I'm gonna go do work in the background, so you don't really have to see things. But I'm gonna go. I gotta go do stuff. I'll talk to you while I do the same thing though. So. I think Joe's the only one here, so it don't really matter that much, does it? I could say, let me turn that off real quick. I'll open this. And, I could just change the background with this. Make it black. Make it 50%. There we go. Let's do that. Let's see what happens. All right. Let's see how that works. I'm gonna go back to live mode. Here we go. Yeah, go and do that. We're back in live mode. Now I could throw that comment one more time. There it is. It's black mode now. So, all right. I'll put the 13 seconds back so it'll go away by itself. And then we'll all be good to go. There you go. So, anybody got any questions, comments, concerns? We got 4 people up in here now. Just 4 people. I think 2 of them are Joe and 1's me. So, that just leaves 1 more person. So... what do y'all think? What do you think about, let's see. What did we talk about last week? We were talking about some stupid stuff last week. Tour stories, bro. That was kind of crazy. I got yelled at, by the way, so kind of we can't do that this week. So can't bring that stuff up. For some reason, I don't know. I guess some stories are sensitive to some people. But you know. Anyway, that's why we didn't really do that series on for YouTube. I think we're gonna do it on TikTok. I thought it'd be funnier on TikTok, but maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll do it. So you never know. So today was kind of weird. I was gonna ride my bike to the storage unit, pick something up because it was small, but then I needed to pick up something bigger, so I had to wait. And take the truck over, but that's fine. Got it done though. Got stuff ready to go. We've been selling a couple of pieces of equipment. In case y'all didn't know, you can go to ES Audio. You can go to esaudio.com right there on the front page of the. I don't have that here. Right on the front page, check out the Reverb store, man. If anybody looking for any gear, we're selling some of the gear we're not using anymore. So, got a couple of drum sets on there for you. Any drummers need some new drums, bro? I got you. Trying to get rid of the bigger stuff so we can consolidate the storage units down to 1 instead of paying for 2 of them. So that's where we're at with that. But got a couple of cool things left. I haven't really listed the microphones yet. I've put a couple of them on there, but not really all my favorites, except for one. I did sell one favorite, but it was okay. I sold my favorite AKG C414Bs, the stereo pair. So looks like it's just me and Joe now. I think what it is people pop in on Twitch and they're like, "Oh, this is stupid. I gotta go." I think that's what it is. People see the studio, on Twitch and they're like, "Oh, let me check that out." And then they get here and they see this, they see this stuff back here, like, "Oh no, that ain't for me." I thought the guy was doing something. I thought he was doing a live mix or something on Twitch. No, that's a different thing. Well, all we do on Sunday nights, man, is we're kind of like just coming down from the weekend. We're gonna get ready for the new week. I don't know if y'all realize this, man, but our weekends are like our busy time, because it seems like everybody that's got a regular job, they get weekends off, and then on weekends they want to come into the studio and they want to work with, they want to work with a producer and they want to do a thing. But so that's our busiest time, man, is weekends. So like Mondays is kind of my day off. If you want to call it a day off, that's kind of the days that are slower. Usually Mondays are not no clients, and the phone ain't really ringing on a Monday. So Mondays are kind of like the day off. Mondays are the days that I do paperwork, I do the cleaning up, send the invoices out that need to go out, clean up the emails, get rid of the spam emails. Now this is kind of legit. One of the big things that I do on Mondays is that I update everything on all the systems. We have, counting my laptop right there, we have 4 full rigs. We have 4 full systems. The laptop that's my personal laptop. It's on this side. That's my personal, but I can use it in the remote if I need to. Generally I don't. Generally the remote rig, which is this one right here, cameras are backwards, I take it. The remote rig, when it goes out, usually the engineers use their laptop because they have their own plugins they have their own settings, their own templates and things like that. So they just use their own laptops. But if I go out, I got my laptop rig there. So that is a rig. I do keep it up. I do keep up with I update everything as it needs to be updated. There was just a VSX update this week, so I keep all the plugins updated on all the systems just in case, But you got to be aware of updating your operating system when it comes to plugins. Not only plugins, but your DAW. You should check and make sure your DAW is ready to go with the new operating systems. Like I think there's an update for the Mac, but don't do it because your plugins won't work. If you're on Pro Tools won't work. So it takes the DAWs a minute to catch up, if you will. And that's been an ongoing war battle between specifically Pro Tools and Apple. Avid and Apple, though, they don't really like each other. They because Apple has, it's a long ass story. We could talk about it one day, but it's a long story. Check out esaudio.com for more cool pics and news from the studio. That's what Joe says. Joe is always saying that. She's always talking about that stuff. But no, there's the story from basically 2003 era, 2004. That's more than 20 years ago now, man. Damn, time flies when you're having fun with Avid, right? But no, it comes down to that Apple basically swooped in and bought Logic and made it an Apple thing, and Avid, that was Avid's like biggest competitor at the time. It still is, honestly. I mean, if you think the two big DAWs in the world are Avid or Pro Tools and Logic, you don't even talk. I know there's a bunch of other ones, everybody's got their, I'm sure the Reaper guys are out there going, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay, That's cool. But the two big ones in the world are you know, Pro Tools and Logic. So, but everybody's got their favorite. I understand. I've been using Luna more, specifically on my laptop. I like it. I like it. There are some limitations. I mean, if you're a Pro Tools person, you know, there are definitely some limitations to Luna, but there are workarounds for it as well. Like Luna doesn't have the coolest thing about Pro Tools that I really like is the folders, the routing folders. It keeps your session, especially with big sessions, keeps your sessions more compact and organized. Luna doesn't have that, but there's workarounds for it. So I'm learning that, and I'm enjoying it. It's not bad. I mean, I do like that it, you know, because we're all our interfaces are Apollos, so Luna works really well with Apollos because that's where they came from, you know. So that's where I'm at with that. But what's your favorite DAW? I guess I gotta like prompt the questions, you know. But we can get into the DAW debate all day. Somebody out there gonna like FL Studio. Somebody out there gonna like, you know, Ableton. We have Ableton. It's cool for production, but not for recording. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm a recording engineer and a mixing engineer. I wouldn't use Ableton for that. But that's just me. I'm sure there are people out there that do use Ableton and are good at it. Actually, a guy I had lunch with a guy this week. We hung out for a bit, and he's an Ableton guy. He does everything in Ableton. He records in Ableton. He produces in Ableton. He mixes in Ableton, and he's good. But his style of music is that. You know, it's Ableton's for like dance, poppy, you know, EDM type feel music. You know, where you know, other stuff is like organic style music, should be done in either Logic or specifically Pro Tools, but that's just me. You know, if you're recording, it should be Pro Tools. But questions? Anybody want to say anything stupid? Because now's your chance. Because I'm right there with you, man. I'm not allowed to say stupid stuff, but I can listen to stupid stuff. I'm not allowed to initiate stupid stuff. That's what that is. Because when I do that, I usually piss people off. But I'm pretty good at pissing people off. Tell you what, I do that quite often. I just don't talk, you know. We was outside a while ago, and the neighbor lady came over and talking, you know. I didn't say nothing. And then I did say something, and then I got the look. I'm like, they're like, why would you say that, bro? Whatever. I thought it was funny, but my sense of humor is one of those that takes a minute to understand and get used to, you know. You got to understand that, oh, he's just being funny. He's just trying to make a joke. Yep. That's what it is. Who was it? My brother called me today. And I don't know, man. I think he's got the midlife crisis thing going on. He wants to buy a classic car and go to the classic car shows and stuff, and his wife's not happy about it because he's spending a lot of money. There it is, man. There, you know, I think that's definitely what it is, bro. Is people come in on Twitch, they're like, oh, let me check this guy out. He might be doing some cool stuff in a studio. Yeah, I'm doing cool stuff in the studio. I'm here. I'm hanging out. I'm answering questions, man. If y'all got questions about pretty much anything, how does Patch Bay work? You know, how to make your own sub-kick microphone, bro. Got you on that one. I got videos, man. How long have we been doing videos, Joe? A little more than 3 years, I think. I don't know when I started on. I could look it up. That's what I could do. I go to YouTube and look that stuff up. Oh, don't need to do that. I'll tell you when y'all want to see something funny. Go to my YouTube, which is Learn Pro Recording on YouTube, and search my videos, but do it by the date. Yeah, 2021, man, I started. My first video was in July. July 2021. It's had 143 views, bro. My first video got 143 views since 2021. That's crazy. Let's look at the views. Let's see my most popular video. Ooh, my most popular video is how to master in Pro Tools using only stock plugins. That's a good video. Shit, it's had 10,782 views. Not bad. Not bad at all. The second most popular is the top 5 budget audio interfaces of 2024. So there you go, man. I'm helping out. That's what I'm doing. You know? Oh, that was a I did that one twice for some reason. Ooh, I think I had to reload it or something. One was in one was in March and the other one was in March. Oops. I don't know how I did that, but I got the same video was listed twice. Maybe it got taken down and I redid it. I had to take some music out. You know what? I do that sometimes, man. They'll YouTube will hear something in there. I've gotten a few copyright strikes, bro. Try to avoid that, but sometimes it happens. We were doing a live thing once, and we was doing a live thing one time, and I had some music playing in the background in the other room, in the control room. I was in the live room setting up some drums, and I had some music just real light. I could barely even hear it in the control. I had it going on in the control room because I was going back and forth. You know, I was setting up the session, tweaking some mics or whatever. So I had some music playing, and man, somehow YouTube heard that. It was really low, but somehow they heard it, and I got a copyright strike. But that's what happens, man. You know, you just got to be aware and understand. Try not to do that. So them Twitch people, man, they come and go, bro. I'll tell you what. Y'all on Twitch, man, why don't you go ahead and like and subscribe on that one, you know, on Twitch, because I think I need like 2 more and I can start making money. I'll start making like 14 cents a week on Twitch. I was on Twitch. I did a Twitch thing the other day. Joe said, man, you ain't been on Twitch in a minute, so just go on Twitch. Sometimes I used to just turn the camera on and just let it roll when I was, you know, if I'm doing a mix or something, I just turn it on and let it go. And Joe said, just go do that. And then I got a notice from Twitch saying that the song I was working on was copyrighted. It ain't copyrighted because I'm still working on it. How is that copyrighted? They said, yeah, we turned off your audio because you're using a copyrighted song. Bruh, y'all need a better AI or something, man. I don't know what's up with that. But stop. Yeah, it was my song, bro. It's not my song, but it's a song I was working on. I was a co-producer on the song. That was a cool song. Turned out, dude literally did that in 2 days. The guy sent me the tracks, and I was like, oh no, that's nasty, man. Let me fix some drums for you. So I programmed the drums. That's fine, but I reprogrammed the drums, and then just with the same kind of idea that he had, but better. And then he had this he was calling it some strings, and I was like, no, those aren't strings. That sounds like a theremin, bro. Don't do that. So yeah, we changed that. We actually made it a guitar, an electric guitar. This guy's a acoustic guy. He's like a open mic night kind of guy. You know, the songs are great, but he needed a little production help on it. So yeah, that literally took, I don't know, 5 hours total with mixing and organizing everything. So yeah, it was a good day. It was pretty cool. But I put that on Twitch, just turned it on, and I was the microphone was on, so Twitch was hearing the microphone, and I didn't really get a strike, but they said that they turned off my audio because I was playing some copyrighted stuff. Whatever, they get like that. At least they're not like YouTube where they they delete your channel for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what's happening, Joe, is people are coming in on Twitch and going, yeah, let's check this out. It might be cool. And then they get here and they're like, yeah, this is stupid. Guy's just talking crap. It's an old guy just talking shit on live thing. Yeah. What was that? We had some kind of reaction. I missed it. Do it again, Joe. Because it's just you. It's just me and you. So, it is Sunday. And Sundays are usually... we usually have a couple people come in and ask questions, and we get a little discussion going. Last week we were talking about tour stories. I don't know, in case anybody is here that cares. my career started off as a live audio guy. I ended up started out in high school, the AV club, working with doing the shows at school and stuff like that, and setting up the PA and mixing the shows, stuff like that. Well, y'all know what an AV club is, but from that it moved into working with my friend's band in their garage and doing then they gonna play the VFW and I'm gonna bring that PV 12 channel console down there, man. We're gonna mix that punk up. It's gonna sound awesome. The dudes down at the VFW ain't gonna know what hit them, So that's how that started, man. And then from there, grew into actually touring as an audio engineer. Front of house, mostly monitors. I did move into mixing monitors, so I was pretty good at it, and that's where I got hired a lot to do monitors. Man, working in that industry is it's all about you, bro. You don't work for a company that you could honestly, you could work for a sound company that rents out their stuff to big tours and you go out as the technician. But I never did that, man. I was totally freelance the entire time. So I just got known as the monitor guy, man. So I'd get hired all the time to go on tour and run monitors. So that's what that was. And then after getting burned out on that, I came in the studio, and we've been in the studio ever since. So it's a lot. I don't sleep on the bus no more. But working in a studio's similar, but yet not. Joanne's gonna say follow us on Twitch too if you're over there. That's what I was saying earlier, man. People are coming in on Twitch. Y'all should follow. Because sometimes I do turn on a camera and sit there and mix a song with you. Y'all can sit there and watch me mix. I put the DAW screen on there and then a little picture-in-picture with me or the console. If I'm mixing on the console, I'll put a camera on the console so you can see what I'm doing. It's pretty cool. This console, there's a laptop sitting there, but it's generally on a mix. I can get 78 inputs on the mixer. Generally I use 24, bro. Come on, man. I generally don't use more than 32. I've never used more than 32, put it that way. Because that's all the outputs I have from Pro Tools, mostly. But, it's cool. I got 2 interfaces there and another one in this box, in the portable box. But the portable box can go where you are. We have a Sony C800G, and in this crate right here is a Apollo 8P, a Neve 1073 hardware, and the Tube Tech. You can see the Tube Tech CL1B right there. And that goes out. That can come to you. And we send it out with headphones and everything that you need for tracking where you are. If you don't want to if you can't come to the studio, you got some other stuff to do, you just want to throw the song down real quick, there you go. Got you covered on that one. So, a couple of things I could throw on the screen for you. I do have, we fixed we fixed the Audio Business Building Academy mini course. Finally got it fixed, bro. It took me a few hours of dealing with support on where it's hosted, but we finally figured it out. So let me throw this in the chat, even for the replay. You guys want to go grab this, go to learnprorecording.com, ABA Mini, ABBA Mini. ABBA stands for Audio Business Building Academy, and this is the mini course. Bro, it's $17, and it's going to help. What it does is it gets you started with your legit business, because this is a business. And that's one of the things in the video for tomorrow that you'll see. It's one of the top 5 things that are most important to what we do. What's the video called for tomorrow? I forgot, man. I did it. I recorded it a couple days ago. It is 5 things I wish I knew before becoming an audio engineer. And one of those things is business. Knowing that understanding that what we do is a business, and it is a business, okay? I could actually throw this up on the screen, too, in case anybody really cares. You could jump up on that. LearnProRecording.com/ABBA Mini. Go get it, bro. It's 17 bucks. And now you can actually get it because I didn't know that. I didn't know. I mean, I'm not going to go buy my own stuff. I know what it is. I'm not going to go buy it, you know? So, so I threw it out there a couple of weeks ago and nobody said anything, man. You know, there was like 15 people that looked at it and tried to buy it and then couldn't buy it and they just went, whatever, you know? So one guy reached out. He sent me a direct message on Facebook. He said, hey, bro, your shit's not working. It's like, oh, let me go check into that. And that's where I started checking into it. So that's yesterday, man. I spent, 3 hours chatting with a dude. And he's like, oh, yeah, you just got to do this. He said, you got to go delete the whole thing and redo it. So I did, man. I went and deleted the whole thing and redid it. And then this morning, I told Joe, I said, Joe, go buy the thing. And still, it was still giving that error, you know? So I got back up on the chat with another dude. And the other dude was like, oh, bro, just go over here. Click, click. Why didn't the other dude tell me that yesterday? You know? Damn. Support people. Love you guys, though. Glad you're there. Happy to have you hanging out with us. If any support people here are looking at me, love you guys. I wouldn't want to be you, but I'm happy that you're there. Okay, so man, yeah, that was tough, bro. It was a very frustrating time. And I know what I'm gonna do now is because this was like last week. I can go in and see all the people that tried to buy the ABBA Mini and couldn't because of the mistake on the thing. I'm gonna go email those guys and go, hey man, try it again because I fixed it. So Joe said, check out esaudio.com for more cool pics and news from the studio. Absolutely. Y'all want to see a cool ass studio? Go esaudio.com. So we also have a lot of remote services, specifically mixing, and mix reviews. Those are awesome. Those are a lot of fun. I'll critique your mix for you and give you notes that I feel will help your mix be better, you know, and then you can fix those notes and send it back to me, and I send you back a thing going, well done, you know, or maybe go back to the thing and try something different, you know, so it just kind of depends, you know, but the mix critiques are popular. What else? I can go over there and look at it, see what's up. There's a lot of cool stuff over there. ES Audio Services. I actually have it bookmarked. Yeah, my Reverb store's there. You can go up here to the top and see remote services. What do we got? We got remote mixing, remote mastering, podcast editing. I'm not a big fan of it, but I'll do it for you. Voiceover demo production. If you guys have cool voices and you want to get into voice acting, which can be very lucrative, I might add, I can help you put your demo together cheap. It's not expensive. It's not free, but it's not expensive. But vocal tuning, drum replacement, beat mixing. You beat makers out there, bro. If you're mixing your own beats, maybe not the best. Let me mix it for you. Okay, it's not expensive. Studio business consulting. Anybody needs help building their business? First of all, go check out the ABBA Mini because that's everything you need. But if you want a personal coach to come in and go, hey, let's do it. You should try it this way. You should try it this way. Maybe try this marketing tool. Maybe try this calendar tool. I got you. But I can help you with your studio business consulting. And the best part about that is I give you an hour for free. You know, I'll give you an hour free coaching. And then remote mix critiques, which are really popular. Those are a lot of fun. I enjoy doing those because I like hearing what you guys are doing out there. You know? So just go to esaudio.com and go up to where it says services and click remote services. Or you can just go click here to start your next project, and it should bring you to that page. Up at the very top, when you're at esaudio.com, click here to start your next project. It should take you to the remote services page. There you go. You're all set. So, all right. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Because it feels like I'm just sitting here talking to myself today. What was it last week, man? We had 3 or 4 people were chiming in and giving me ideas. Talking about specifically, let's get back to the tour stories, bro. We actually got into a discussion last week about Canada. I don't know if you guys remember that, but we could open that up if y'all want. I tell you the story. It's not that lengthy, but it's a lot of fun. I make it funny because what else can you do, man? What, you gonna get mad, bruh? You ain't got time to be mad at it, man. So it's in the past. Let it go. Forgive him. Forgive the guy. It's okay. Let it go. Yeah, now you're like, ooh, what happened? Yeah, all right. Well, you got to ask me a question first, don't you? So there you go. I wonder what happened. Well, you got to come up in here, man. You guys watching the replay, come on the live, man. Let's do it. I know you guys. I know there's somebody got to watch the replay. I could tell you how many people watch the replay. Let's go check that, shall we? I got stats. If we go to the live, last week's live. Okay, we were live last week, and this is where the Canada story came up. And now 17 people have gone back and looked at that live. But why are they not here now? What is football on? Is your favorite team playing? I mean, am I getting in the way? I don't know. It's funny. I think it's funny. No, you got to come on the live, man, and hang out on the live because we could talk about whatever y'all want, man. You know, it says that we're live right now. I got 5 people. 5 people have viewed this so far. But I tell you what, man. If nobody's gonna show up, I'm gonna get out early. I'm hungry. I didn't eat yet, so we should get out. Joe, you wanna just get out early? Are we the only ones looking? Me and you? Yeah, because you got you got 2 systems on and I got 1, right? Is that what it is? Do you have 2 systems rolling or 3, Joe? I don't even know. No one knows because she won't answer. I should just open the door and yell down the hallway, huh? All right then. So, what else could we talk about? I got the thing. Oh no, I don't want that. That's nasty. So I do have a thing coming up. I don't even know what this means, man. Person turquoise waving. Who's a turquoise person? And what a weird word, turquoise. I don't know who thought that word up. Somebody must know the origin. Chat. My buddy Chat, he knows the origin of the word turquoise. That's a funny word, man. It's okay. It's hard for Southern people to say that, I think. Because we want to say Turk. And cois, I don't even know what that means. Whatever. So, let's not get into that, but that could be fun. What was I going to say? I do have a thing coming up, which maybe I'm going to wait and talk to you about it next week, because we've had some insights on the minimal mix challenge. Yeah, had a little bit of feedback on it, and I got you. So we'll talk about that next week. We'll just wait and talk about that next week. So, what would be interesting to discuss with no one here? I'm not sure. If we're gonna do there is a masterclass on, what is it? Oh no, I can't even do that. I could, but I don't want to. We could do a whole thing talking about the booking system that we use, because that one is the booking system is, it's all automated, which makes life really simple when you're running a multi-room facility. Even if it's in your bedroom, if you're working it's you just doing your stuff, you still have to keep track of your calendar. You still have to keep track of, okay, on this day at this time, I got to do this thing. On this day at this time, I got to be at this place, So your calendar can be 100% automated where you don't have to do it. You can still put stuff on the calendar, but let's say you have a client that wants to book you, but let's say you're out. Let's say you're out at a meeting, okay? and a client wants to book you in your studio, all right? They call your studio or they call you because you only have, let's say you don't even have a website, which is pretty common today. Websites are kind of like, old school. You know, everybody now is on socials. They're either on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or not necessarily TikTok, but X or Twitter. And let's say you're on Facebook. Okay, somebody's gonna message you from Facebook or Instagram. Instagram is probably the most popular for what we do. So let's say you're on Instagram and somebody's gonna message you from Instagram, but you're in a meeting. You're at a lunch meeting with a potential client that you're trying to get their business. Okay, so you got your phone turned over. You're not even looking at it because you're respectful. You're respectful of the client's time that you're dealing with right now, right? Yes, you are. So you get your phone turned over. You ain't even dealing with it, right? You're not even logged into your Instagram because you're dealing with the client right now. So that person on the other end that's trying to book you doesn't hear from you in 45 minutes. Dude, they want to get their stuff done. They got a song in their head. They want to get it right now. So what they do is they call the next guy on their list, or they look for the next studio that's close. How many times have Joe would know this stat because she does this part of the business. How many people Google the studio and just say they're looking for a studio near me, and what comes up? So they're going to go there, so they don't hear from you. They might have been to your studio, say, one time, okay? Now they want to come back, but they don't hear from you because they DM'd you on Instagram, and you didn't immediately hit them back. So they still want a studio. So now they're going to go do a search. They're going to go do a Google search, say, give me a studio, show me a studio near me that's open, right? And Google's going to find the one that's near their location, and they're going to give them their contact. Now that person's going to contact that studio. So let's say that person now goes to that other studio and maybe they like it. Maybe they had a good time. Maybe it was cheaper than yours. Maybe I don't know. The circumstances are whatever they are. Okay? So that person that you didn't immediately contact is never going to call you again because now they went to another place and they like that place. Okay? I'm just saying. Now, one way to avoid that is to have an automated booking system where people can come to your site or they can come to a place that you set. You can even have this as a link in the bio on your Instagram, right? Say book now, click, and it takes them to a calendar. They can see your services and they can say, oh, I want this, click. They want, even on their phone, bro, on the mobile. They can go, oh, I need Studio A for a 4-hour session. I'm doing drums. Click. They can pick a time, they can pick a day, they can pick an engineer, they can pick everything they need, press enter, and now the automated system also collects a deposit. You didn't even look at your damn phone, and you got a 4-hour session booked for tomorrow. Just saying. We should do a masterclass on that. We could do a whole day on that, man. Seriously. Just to show you how that works. There's so many automated things that you could do that work in the background. Let's say you're in a session. You shouldn't be answering your phone when you're working with another client. Just saying, again, respect, right? Respect the people that you're with right now. Leave your phone alone, all right? I know it's hard, but if you have an automated booking system, it's not a big deal. You're still going to get the gig because the client came to you, they like working with you, and now they can just go, oh, he's got an automated booking system. Let me book myself in there. Oh, let me pay my deposit. That locks them in. You know what I mean? So you can even have your terms and conditions up there. You can say, okay, well, here's the term. Make sure you agree to the terms and conditions. So there's no question. You know, it makes, well, you told me we could do the thing. You told me it would be this much money. No, bro, you agreed to it, and here it is in writing. So boom, leave me alone. But that's kind of, it's butt covering at the same time. It's you know, it's there for you if you need it. You know what I mean? So yeah, we could do a whole day on that. There's more to automation than just that. Automated email sequences, bro. If somebody books your studio, let's say somebody inquires about your studio, right? So to inquire from the automated, let's say you do have a website. Okay, so let's say on your website you get a button that says more information, click here, right? So somebody's going to give you, they click more information, they go to another page that says give us your email, tell us a little bit about what you're doing, and we'll reach out to you. Okay, so they give you an email, all right? They can opt in or opt out of being on your email list. We could talk about email list building, bro. It's cool being on Instagram and Facebook and you know, having that kind of access for your clients to come and visit you and deal with you. But bro, what you gonna do when Facebook goes down? What are you gonna do when Instagram isn't around anymore? All those people you built up on Instagram, where are they gonna go? You need to build an email list. You need to collect emails from everybody that you deal with. Everybody you deal with you should collect their emails, because that's gold for you. That's going to be a lot of you guys that are watching me right now, because you are on my email list, and I sent you an email today going, hey, we're going to be live today, so come over and hang out. All right? So that's how you really should build an email list. If you don't have one, you definitely should build one. Having an email list, man, it's basically it's free. MailChimp, I think it's free. Doesn't cost you anything up to a certain amount of people that you send emails to. But you can send a sequence of emails. So when somebody opts into, let's say you got a thing that says more information. Somebody opts into that, they give you an email, you give them more information right now, and then 2 weeks from now, you send them another email, and, Joe wants to know what my email for Learn Pro Recording is, and I think I have it. As soon as this goes away, I'll put it up there for you. But what was I gonna say? Joe, you ruined my whole thought there. There's info@learnprorecording.com. That's how you could email me if you want to email me. And come get on my list. But so once they're on your list, bro, you can send them another email 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, you send them another email going, hey, you came over and asked for more information. Is there anything else I can help you with? Anything else you need? 2 weeks, another 2 weeks goes by. You could email and go, hey, I not to bother you or anything, but I think I just want to let you know we're having a special this month. You know, if you use the coupon code Billy Bob Jackson Dudakai, then you're gonna save 15% on your next visit. And bro, when somebody's like, "Ooh, I get to save just by having a coupon," yeah, they want that. I want that. Who was it said that today? Somebody said that to me today. I think it was Joe. I want that. Forget what it was. Yeah, Joe. Now Joe's adding it. info@learnprorecording.com. That is it. That's the one that you need. It's now in the chat. I didn't put it in the chat, did I? Oh, I gotta fix that on the button. Well, this never mind. I gotta put that on the button. It just throws it on the screen. It just throws it up on the screen. So, yeah, if you guys are really interested in me helping you, I don't have the. Go get on my list, and you're gonna get put into an email sequence, and in that email sequence, I offer you 1 free hour of coaching, gratis. It's called a discovery call. It's just me and you getting together one-on-one, see if there's something I can help you with. I can help you build your patch bays. I can help you build your automated booking system. I actually have access. I actually have a discount code I can offer you to the one that I use. It's not free, but it's not, bro, it's so not expensive. And it's super powerful. I honestly even haven't dived into the full aspect of it. You know, we don't use part of it because we have all our accounting is done at QuickBooks. But the booking system that I have is a full accounting. You can do invoices, you can collect money, it keeps track of, bro. I mean, it's a full package. You know what I mean? And we've adapted it for the studio, and it works really well. So I can share that with you in our free one-on-one coaching call. I can offer that to you. I think let me go find the the thing for that because I think it's just coaching is what it is. I'll find it and I'll put it in the chat for you. Yeah, that's what it is. I think this is it. Yeah, this is the one that's got the free. What now all my coaching ain't free. Some of it does cost money and some of it is not cheap. But there's a big but there. I'm gonna put this in the chat for you here. Go check that out. Just go to the coaching. Yeah, it made it to the YouTube as well. But yeah, look, some of it's not. It ain't cheap. But I have one package. It's a 10-week program, and it's about $6,000. But it pretty much guarantees that you're going to start your business and that you're going to be making money doing something that you love to do. I mean, that's the whole point, right? That's the whole point. It's a 10-week program that we run, and it is scheduled. And if you guys are, I don't know if you guys have ever looked into audio school online. There's a couple that were online, air quotes for those that aren't watching me. And it was, dude, those are the one specifically that I'm talking about, the program that program, which was basically a 10-week program that they somehow ran into a 20-week program. But that one was $17,000, bro. And that's cheap. I mean, I don't know if you guys have looked into like Musicians Institute or Full Sail, or there's a bunch of them, man. But yeah, $6,000, that's really inexpensive compared to the other schools that are out there. And the other schools aren't going to guarantee you making money. I'm not going to guarantee you making money either. What if, but I am going to give you access to everything that you need to go make the money. I can't come over and hold your hand and, go, here's $1. I can't do that. But I can show you I can show you where that money tree's at and how to go pick them dollars. Grandma told me there wasn't no money tree. And I'm like, oh, Grandma, I'm going to argue with you on that one. I didn't tell her that when she was around, but, I'm going to argue because there is a money tree. There absolutely is a money tree, and it's right outside that door. Right there. All you have to do is go out there and pick the dollars. But you're the only one that can go pick them dollars. I can't go pick the dollars for you. And this one-on-one audio business coaching is not, it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. You have to apply. Okay, so when there's a thing that says apply here, it takes you to another page, and you have to actually fill out an application and send it to me. And then we'll if you have not yet done our discovery coaching call, we'll do a discovery coaching call and see if this is for you. I don't want to take your money if this ain't for you. I'm not here for. I'm certainly not here for the money, homie. That's not what it's about. Of course, I'd love your money. Go on and send me all of it. Everybody listening to me right now, all y'all out there right now, send me all your money. Somebody just coming in here is like, what the hell? Why would somebody talk like that? No, I'm joking, man. That's not what it's about, bro. The coaching is, I don't accept everyone simply because some people shouldn't do this. Some people, I'm trying not to offend someone. This is not for the person that needs a job. This is not a job, bro. This is a complete, I hate to say it like that, it's a lifestyle. I don't mean to be cliche-ish, but it's not a job, man. It's a daily, it's like breathing, you know what I mean? Or sleeping. You have to do it every day. Once you get to that point, it's like but at the same time, it's not a job. So I'm like, somebody's like, what's your job, bro? He's like, I don't have a job, man. What do you mean you don't have a job? We live on the government? No, certainly not. I just do stuff, man. I do what I want when I want. I'm kind of enjoying not having to work as much right now. you know. So you'll see on the website. Go look. But but it's a lot of fun, man. The last 22 years has been this. Yeah, I mean, even before that, man, when I was touring, that wasn't a job, bro. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that the other day. That was not work. That wasn't a job. It was work, and yeah, it was hard, but it was 25 years ago. I was a little younger then, had more hair, a little more stupid too. But that's a different story. But and that's where the tour stories can come in if you want. But no, I'm kidding. All right, yeah, no, we should do that, man. Let's do maybe next week we'll do the whole thing will be on just tour stories. We'll make it fun. We'll make it funny because that'll be funny. Yeah, it'll be funny. There's some cool stuff. There's a couple of stories I was thinking of when we were talking about that last week. A couple of stories came up. I was like, oh shoot, I remember that, man. That was so funny. That was so funny. It was really funny, but it was not funny. Yeah, the whole thing about, dude, here's a sample. The whole thing about the televisions out the window when you're on the 6th floor of the hotel. That actually happened. That actually happened. At one time at band camp, one time on tour. This should be a whole thing, like the one time at band camp thing. One time when we were on tour, but no, M80s in the toilet at the Motel 6. Wasn't me. I watched. I didn't say anything either, but in Motel 6, I'm sorry, from back, I apologize, but it's kind of funny at the time, but the TV out the window, that was real, bro. I saw that. I wasn't a part of it, but I saw it. Band members are crazy people, man. They are. They're nuts. Oh man, there's so many stories, bro. They keep now they're coming up. I'm gonna have to write these down so I could remember them for next week. So let's if y'all want, man, let's talk about that next week. Tell me your war stories about touring. I want to hear that. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear your stories about touring, because mine are kind of tame, I guess. But no, there's a couple of good ones. It's a couple of really good ones. But a couple of we can't talk about. Yeah, because I might incriminate myself. But I don't want to. We're not gonna go there. But no, I never did anything illegal. Of course not. Absolutely not. But the whole Canada thing wasn't my fault. We'll talk about that next week. If y'all want, man, you got to come back though, because I don't know. I think maybe there's something on TV or something that I'm missing out on because nobody else is here. It's just me. Joe's got emojis. Look at that. I don't know what those are, but they're emojis. It looks like a Pikachu and a record and a Pikachu. I don't know what it means, but it must mean shut the hell up. Come, let's go eat. That's what that means. Shut the hell up. Let's go eat. All right. I'm going to shut the hell up. We're going to go eat. We're going to get up out of here. Hey, one thing. The ebook is still available. And I'm going to update. I was thinking about that today, man. I need to update it. I'm going to give it to you right now, though. Here you go. It didn't go into the chat, though. I'll have to throw it in the chat. It's learnprorecording.com/studio growth formula. That is the ebook. It kind of is a intro to the intro of Audio Business Building Academy. It's how to start your business, as an audio engineer. Get started in business as an audio engineer. It is a business. Keep that in mind, please. It is a business, and business requires marketing skills. It requires organizational skills. It requires that, of course, you know how to do your audio engineering job. But there's marketing, there's accounting. You start getting into hiring people, man. You got to start talking about taxes, even making money. You got to start talking about income tax, state income tax, federal income tax. And you youngsters out there, let me encourage you to once you start getting a momentum and this is your sole income, that kind of thing, bro. Open a private IRA. open up a retirement account, an individual retirement account for you, or invest. Maybe I'm not too up on the crypto, the Bitcoin kind of stuff, but if you're into that, go follow that. But I would find something secure that, you know, when you're 40 years from now, when you're thinking about retiring, that you have something to retire on. You're not just going to depend on Social Security that's maybe not be there. You know what I mean? So yeah, these are business things that we need to talk about. These are business decisions that I can help you with as your coach and your mentor. So with that said, let's get out of here. Let's go get something to eat, and we'll hang out next week. I'll see you guys next week. I do have a thing. If you're on my email list, you'll be getting an email tomorrow, I think. Maybe I'll make it Tuesday. Let's make tomorrow all about the YouTube video because it's going to be cool. The 5 things that I wish I knew before getting into this as a business, you know, for my career. So, yeah, the top 5 things that I wish I knew before I became an audio engineer. There you go. So, Joe, I'll see you for dinner, and we're going to get up out of here. We'll see you guys next time. Donny B, I am out. Peace. Bye.